Yo, once again, good evening, wherever you are watching us from. This is Quad Drive. You are welcome to this episode of Quad Drive, and we are here to talk about another important update that I want to give to you guys concerning the patented guida. And if you are new on our channel, do us a favor by watching the content. When you are okay with it, do us a favor by sharing and also like the video and comment. Let's know what you are thinking about the teachings, and also give your feedback on how to improve on what we are doing. Today, we are not going to waste much time. As I usually said, we are still on the segnali di pericolo. And what is the segnali di pericolo? We have not heard of segnali di pericolo. Segnali di pericolo is one of the signs in the patented guida, which is the driving book that talks about the danger ahead of you and how to be careful once you are on the road. And today we are going to talk about one of the signs, which is talking about segnale di attraversamento pedonale. This is attraversamento pedonale, as you can see on your screen. Attraversamento pedonale, and we have attraversamento ciclabile. When you talk of attraversamento pedonale in the first place, what comes into your mind is a sign which is being placed 150 meters before the segnale di pericolo. So when you are talking of attraversamento pedonale, that is what we are talking about. Attraversamento pedonale just talks about the danger that you are going to face ahead. In terms of driving, when you are driving and you see this sign, first of all, you have to reduce your speed limit as you are going, and also try to be very careful, because it is a sign which indicates that at 150 meters ahead of you, you are going to see people crossing the road, which is the zebra crossing that we normally say. So this is attraversamento pedonale that we are talking about. It is being placed 150 meters before the place that people are going to cross. So whenever you are driving and you see this kind of sign, which is the attraversamento pedonale, you have to first reduce your speed limit. First of all, what you have to do is reduce your speed limit in terms of driving. So it says, attraversamento pedonale è nato preannuncia appunto un attraversamento pedonale, perché che non dovresti ricordarsi attraversamento pedonale, vi ricordiamo che abbiamo parlato. Like, it is one of the signs which also signal you that there is a danger that people are going to be crossing. So you have to slow down. Mostly you will see that the people are crossing from the left or the right. What you have to do is just have to slow down. This sign here, the first sign that you are seeing on your screen, it is preannuncia, which talks about the danger ahead, which is going to be the zebra crossing that we normally say in English, that people are going to be crossing. So you have to be careful and also slow down. Once you see that the cars in front of you are not going purposely, like it's going to be that there is a zebra crossing that people are crossing. That is why the car in front of you is not going. So whenever you see that the car in front of you has limited the speed or is slowing down, you also have to slow down. You don't have to do overtaking, or don't have to be speeding, because maybe the car in front of you has gotten or have seen this sign. That is why he or she is slowing down, for him to not cause any accident. And this second sign that you are seeing here is attraversamento ciclabile. When you talk of attraversamento ciclabile, it's also being replaced 150 meters before the cycle crossing. This second sign that you are seeing here, it is one of the signs that also gives a signal that there is going to be people using a bicycle to cross that road. So whenever you see this one, it is also being placed 150 meters before the attraversamento ciclabile. This is not meant for crossing of human being. It is only meant for people on bicycle that they are riding. And the first one is what? For people, human being crossing. So you cannot see this sign and be using bicycle to cross. When the car hits you, you will be at fault. The second one is also what? Meant for crossing of what? Bicycles, and not only for crossing of human being. So the two different signs here is talking about danger. The first one is what? Attraversamento pedonale, which is what? The human crossing. And the second one is attraversamento ciclabile, which talks about what? The bicycle or the cycle crossing. So as you see the sign, the diagram here, this side is for what? The pista ciclabile, that is where the bicycles are crossing. So whenever you see that first, the second sign, that is what? The cycle that we are talking about, you have to what? Rallenta. When you talk of rallenta, that means you have to slow down. And this is the what? The zebra crossing, which is called the attraversamento what? Pedonale. So this is the attraversamento pedonale, and this is the what? Pista ciclabile, that is meant for the crossing of what? Bicycles. So we're still going to talk about the segnali di pericolo. And this one is also saying that segnale di decesso pericolo con pedenza di 10% è salita rapida con pedenza di what? 10%. When we talk of this sign here, these two signs here, somebody is going to say that, what is the meaning of this sign? The first one is talking about what? Decesso pericolo. When you talk of decesso pericolo, it's simply talking about what? Like you are going to what? Descend on what? A heap. That is when you are going to see this sign. So whenever you are on a road or whenever you are driving and you come across this first sign here, which is what? Segnale di decesso pericolo con pedenza della what? 10%. You have to know that the road is going to what? Slope to what? The deep side of what? The sign that you are seeing. So whenever you see this sign, as you are driving, you have to know that you are going to descend. That is what? Decesso. When you talk of decesso, that means you are going to descend. So this one is saying that segnale di what? Decesso pericolo con pedenza di what? 10%. That means it is going to be very dangerous and very pericoloso. So you have to be more attentive as you are what? You are driving. And this sign also is talking about what? Segnale di salita rapida con pedenza di what? 10%. When you talk of what? Salita, that means that you are going to what? Climb a heap, or you are going to what? Drive in a way that you like you have to what? Know how to what? Control your gear, because this second sign here, whenever you are driving and you see this second sign, which is what? Salita rapida con pedenza di 10%, you have to use what? A low gear to what? To climb, because the heap is going to be what? Very, 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 very pericoloso. So whenever you are driving and you see these two signs, the first one, what also you have to be very attentive for you not to get confused about these two signs, is that whenever you see it, where the norma is where the sign is what? Talking about. For example, the first one that you are seeing here, which is what? The decesso pericolo con pedenza. That means what? The decesso is starting from the norma. That means the percentage that you are seeing here is where the car is what? Descending to. So when you can see here, this is the normal that we are talking about, and this is where the what? The salita is what? Going up to. So when you see the 10 facing down and the percentage facing up, that is that is talking about that you are going to what? Face a heap that is going to be what? Very, very periculous and going to be very dangerous. So what you have to be very motor attentive about these two signs is that one goes down and one goes up. The one that is going down is where the normal is starting, and the one that is also going up is where the what? The percentage is what? Starting. Let's read what the book is talking about these two signs here. It says, i due segnali visibili in alto, ossia quelle di decesso pericolo con pedenza di 10%, salita rapida con pedenza di 10%, sono molto simili tra loro, quindi molto facile confondere. Like they are similar and also what? Very easy, like easy to what? Get confused of. So you have to be very molto attentive about these two signs. Ma non di devi assolutamente succedere soprattutto in sede di esame, quindi graduata alternative dalla foto. per capire se rappresenta una discesa oppure una salita. Basta guardare il segnale da sinistra a destra. That is what I said initially. You have to be more attentive, because when you see it in an exams, what is going to what make you confused is what? The climbing and the descending. So you have to know how to what? Recognize these two signs for you not to what? Get confused whenever you meet them in what? In the exams. And this sign here that you are also seeing is also part of the segnale di what? Pericolo. Once I'm like, why I'm saying segnale di pericolo always is that segnale di pericolo is one of the signs that you will mostly be seeing it once you are driving. It is almost common on the street. Wherever you are moving around, you are going to see this segnale di pericolo. Mostly, it is the autostrada that it will be difficult for you to see it. But on our normal driving road in the city, outside the city, you are going to see them any moment that you are going to what? Move the car. That is why I'm very conscious about this sign, trying to give much explanation about it. These three signs here is talking about what? Strata. When you talk of strata, like something that is being closed, so the first one is saying that segnale di stratoia symmetrical. That means that the road is not going to be what? Large anymore. It is going to be what? Closed. Whilst you are driving, if you are meeting double lanes, one coming, one going, as you are going close to this sign, the road is now going to what? Turn to one-way lane. That is why one is going to what? Come close to the other side. That means that it is going to be difficult sometimes for even two cars to what? To enter. That is this sign for you, saying segnale di stratoia symmetrica. That means that it is going to what? Close. If the road is going before it's 100 meters large, it is now going to close to maybe 50 or 70 meters what? Large. So you have to be very, very attentive. Once you are driving and you come across this sign here, you have to what? Slow down and make sure you don't what? Get in touch with the car that is coming opposite to you. The second sign that you are seeing here is also talking about segnale di stratoia asimmetrica a sinistra. Segnale di what? Stratoia asimmetrica what? Sinistra. This one is saying that if the road is before two lanes, as you are going, the left side of the road is going to be closed to remain only one lane. That is this sign that we are talking about. And mostly, these signs are all put together where the road is being worked on. Mostly when they are working on the road, that is where you are going to see this sign. If it is going to be closed from the left side, that is when they are going to place this sign here. If it's going to be closed at the right-hand side, that is where they are going to place the third sign that you are seeing here. So you have to be moto attentive, because why I'm talking about this segnale di pericolo is that it is a sign that when you come across it and you don't get much aware of it, the next thing is what? Accident that you are going to cause. And even if you don't get accident, you are going to receive motor that is going to what? Cause another problem for you. So once you are driving, or you are a new driver, or you are even now learning the patente di guida theory, try to what? Know that these three signs here are talking about what? Reduction of the road from the bigger side to what? A small side. That is when they are working on it, that you have to take only one side. Mostly they normally even put traffic there. There is some small traffic light that they normally put there. So when the one at the right side on, the one coming from the left, the opposite direction will stop for you to also what? Go before the other one will also what? Come. So these three signs here are talking about what? Segnale di what? Stratoia asimmetrica, stratoia asimmetrica a sinistra, e stratoia asimmetrica a destra. So this is what we have for today. As we are going to end our lessons for today, I always say that this is a stage a channel that we are trying to use to help our brothers who are willing to do the patente di guida I know it's difficult for someone like externally or foreigner to understand the patente di guida theory aspect, which is not easy. It takes time. And what you have to also understand is that it is something that you have to devote and also have time for it so that you what master and get all that you want to what get on it to write the exams once and what move your hands out of it. So this brings us to the end of today's lesson. Today we have talked about the word segnale di what pericoloso, which is talking about the pista ciclabile, and we have also talked about the word attraversamento pedonale, and we have also talked about the word the symmetrica statoia that we are talking about here. And let's go and answer quickly some 2 or 3 questions to also know what the segnale is talking about. So these are some few questions about the word segnale di word attraversamento pedonale. So first of all, we are going to read the first question or the 2 questions, then we go to the next sign so that we will quickly end our lesson for today. It says that in presenza del segnale raffigurato non si deve effettuare sosta o fermata sopra la striscia pedonale. Sì, è vero. In presenza del segnale raffigurato, non si deve effettuare sosta o fermata sopra la striscia pedonale. Like the sign that you are seeing there, you don't need to what park your car or even stop your car on the sign, like on the striscia that is being painted on the floor. It is vero because you cannot park on the attraversamento pedonale, which is what the zebra crossing. You cannot park there. You cannot stop on it. If you want to stop, you stop before the attraversamento pedonale. So this question is talking about what? You don't need to stop on the attraversamento pedonale, which is what? È vero. The second one is saying that in presenza di segnale raffigurato bisogna rallentare per essere pronti ad arrestarsi se ci sono pedoni che attraversano la carreggiata. Sì, è vero. You have to what? Rallentare. When you talk of rallentare, you have to slow down. So this sign is saying, this question is saying that the sign is talking about that you have to what? Slow down. That maybe you have to even stop in case that there is somebody on the road. It is vero. That is why this one is being placed 150 meters before the zebra crossing that we normally talk about. So this one also is vero that you have to what? Slow down before you get to what? Where you have to what? You have to stop for people to also cross. Let's go to the next question, sign. Okay, we have the attraversamento ciclabile. It says that il segnale raffigurato preannuncia inizio di una pista ciclabile. Preannuncia di what? Inizio di una pista ciclabile. Sì. Preannuncia, that is what? Pre-announce, like pre-notice that there is going to be what? Pista ciclabile, which is very, very what? Vero. So once you see it, you have to what? Be conscious that there is going to be what? People with bicycle crossing the road. So you have to what? Reduce your speed limit as normally as I said. It says that il segnale raffigurato vieta il transito a ciclisti. Vieta il transito a ciclisti. Segnale raffigurato vieta il transito a ciclisti. È falso because it is not vietato di transito or the what? Ciclabile or ciclisti. It is what? Preannuncia, which tells you that the road, if there like there's going to be a crossing for what? People with bicycle, that is where you have to what? Stop for them to also what? Pass. And we have this sign also that we talk about, which is the necessario. So it says that il segnale raffigurato preannuncia un tratto di strada pericoloso per il fondo disestato. That means in the front, it is going to be what? Somehow not good like that, but this sign is what? Segnale di what? Discesa pericoloso. So, il segnale raffigurato preannuncia una tratta di strada pericolosa per l'infondo disestato. So, I'm not sure that this is a sign of what? Disestato, but rather a sign of what? Pericolo di discesa, what? Rapido. So, it's not vero. Il segnale raffigurato specifica la pedonale di una salita. The segnale that you are seeing what? Presenta una what? Salita. So, as I said in the early video that this sign here, you have to be very, very more attentive about it because it's very confusing as you see these two signs that you are seeing there. The first one talks about what? Salita, and the second one talks about what? Discesa. So this one that you are seeing here is talking about what? Discesa. This one is not salita. This one is discesa. So where the norma is where it is going to start from. So this one is what? Discesa. This one is not what? Salita. Effaso. So the second sign also that we talked about is talking about the segnale di salita rapida compidenta. And the question is saying that il segnale raffigurato preannuncia una tratta di strada di percorrere con il pedale della frizione abbassata. This one is what? Talking about salita. And the question is saying that preannuncia una tratta di strada da percorrere con il pedale della frizione abbassata. That means you have to what? Lower your frizione. When you talk of frizione, that is the word, the crutch. Frizione is the crutch of the word, the car. So when the question is saying that you have to what? Lower your crutch down. That doesn't come to the game at all. So it is not vero. The second question is saying is segnale di raffigurato è posto prima di una what? Salita rapida. È vero. So this brings us to the end of our today's lessons. I believe most of you are just like most of you have done where you have subscribed to the channel, but the problem is we are still working things out to becoming live continuously, but due to one or two things. But I promise you that very soon, within the week, we are going to meet either twice or 3 times in the week. So if you are new here, just do us a favor by what? Subscribing to the channel, share to others if you have not yet done so. Just tell your friend about the channel. Talk to him about the channel. Tell him what we do on this channel. Share it on your status. Let your friend also what? Enjoy what we are sharing across. Maybe it will not be helpful for you, but it will rather be helpful for a friend who also what needs to get this kind of what what I'm talking about, this kind of what teaching. So if you are new here, don't hesitate to what subscribe to the channel and share the videos to others if you really want to help us to move forward. I can see our subscribers have gone to 500. Thanks to everyone who has really taken his time to subscribe. I believe you subscribe for what a reason, and I believe that if you continuously be watching and also be sharing the videos to others, it will be helpful for me also to ginger me to do more videos for you to get what you want to get, because getting the license is one of the best and one of the things that will help you also in the land of what? Italy. Till we meet again, I said peace be unto you, and meet us next on our next episode of what? The Patented Guida. God be with you. Ciao, and have a nice time.